Okay, so today we are going to be talking all about finances in marriage. Your partner might be like, they can start looking down on you, or they can start looking up to you. After all, I'm making more money than you. Doing Gucci, 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 Fendi, 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 Fendi. No shade though. You knew how much I was making. You still knows how much I'm making, to be honest. But I'm not that kind of person to hide. Oh, I'm gonna keep this account for myself. Bullshit. Bullshit. When secrecy comes in marriage, that just leads to a lot of problems, right? Through gender roles, who said the man has to be the one to take care of everything? People would never tell you what they are going through in their home. There are also some people who live off their parents. Hey guys! Don't ask me why I'm looking like this, but I am trying to fix my hair before I get started with this video. But let me just do this quickly. Babe! But let me tell you something. Yeah. I feel like he low-key likes to be on camera, but he always runs away because he doesn't want it. So we have to respect that, which is very key in marriage. Respect. Okay, so today we are going to be talking all about finances in marriage. Who sponsors what? Who pays for what? Who pays the bills? Who is the financial what can I use? The breadwinner of the family. Is it the man? Is it the woman? You know, what are your thoughts? What are my thoughts? What are my experiences? Like, that's what I want to talk about in this video. Like, when it comes to finance in a home, I feel like this is quite a very sensitive topic because when it comes to finance, let me even start from the beginning first. Before I even started like dating or entered into marriage, something like, let me start with my makeup so that way I'm not just blabbing. That way I am getting ready and chit-chatting with you guys. So I did my hair and it is looking like mommy water, like a mermaid, in case you guys are not Nigerian. It's looking like a mermaid. Like I just entered inside water and it just came out. You know that sexy look. But I don't want that sexy look. I want that poofy. I like volume in my hair basically. So I'm looking for this to like air dry to like bring out the, yeah. So when it comes to finance, whether you are with someone or you are on your own, I feel like in my previous video, yeah, I spoke about having your standards, right? Knowing what you want, in yourself, with someone else before you even settle with anybody. And it's very key, right? So before I even started dating, before I even got married, I gave myself a standard. I gave myself a target, a financial target that I wanted to have before I even put my legs into anything called marriage. Because something I didn't want in marriage was to be a financial burden on someone. I didn't want someone to be paying for things that I could easily have worked for. And with being financially accountable, it comes with respect, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. So before I got married, while I was in a relationship, my current husband, then boyfriend, he knew about it. He knew that I had a target financially. It was so hard for me to ask. I don't know how to ask for money, or even help in general. Like I don't know how to like send me money or baby come, let me tell you something. Potatoes with turkey. Come, let me tell you something. I want you to share with me one finance tip in marriage. Give me one advice you would give to anyone who is currently in a relationship or who's currently married when it comes to like finances. Like in terms of paying the bills, in terms of finding someone. Would you want to date someone who is not financially stable? So if you're not a billionaire, you can't date a girl that doesn't have money. Why? Okay, so you want a balance, basically. That's what he's saying, and that's kind of what I was going to. So I was saying something. Literally, what I was saying was what he said. Like, I told myself that I gave myself a target. I didn't want to be like a financial burden on someone. I don't know how to ask for, buy me hair, buying me this. It scratches my soul. I wasn't brought up that way. I was brought up in an environment that made me very content. My dad was an economist. I don't know if you guys, I'm talking too much. I don't know if anyone grew up in that scenario. like you write a list of things, and my dad would literally slash it into half. At the age of, I think, 7 years old, my dad taught me opportunity cost. I can never forget that. I was on the staircase. He taught me opportunity cost. He taught me foregone alternatives. I remember all these economic terms because I would write a list of things. We would write, because it was a normal thing in our household. We would write a list of things that we wanted and all that, and then we'll give it to him. He was so documented. We all had our own folders for, you know, school fees, medicals, what's it called? School reports. I had my own folder at 7 years old, or in primary school. So like, I grew up in that very proper, focused environment, you know. So I would ask for something, and he would give me, let's say I asked for something worth of, let's say, 100,000 naira, for instance. He would only give you like maybe half of that, 50,000, and then he would tell you to pick foregone alternatives. I pick the most that is what's it called, important to you, your priority. And I remember then I was so young, like I'm like, why is this man being so difficult? You have the money, like why are you stressing us out? He did that for all of us. I had like siblings. We are 5 in total, and he would do that for them when they are going to school and all of that. So I grew up being, you know, prudent with my money, and, you know, only spending my money on things that are important. Yeah, so that's basically a little bit of my background. I can go back and forth with this because it just makes me happy to kind of go through my upbringing. Get your shit together, or at least have something doing. Marriage is not your, even if you think that it is your escape plan, it will get to a point in time where you would become a burden. You don't want to be a burden on someone, right? And when it comes to, you know, being in a relationship, you want mutual respect. Now, if I'm always taking care of you financially, and I mean, there's no problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. Like, fine, quite all right. But get your shit together. Have something doing at least. Don't just be sleeping and waking up and eating, and sleeping and waking up and eating, sleeping and waking up and eating, right? The man is the head of the family, quite all right, but the woman is supposed to support. The woman is the neck. She's supposed to support, uplift the man, make sure the man is, you know, positioned well, focused, supported, basically. When it comes to support, it could be financially, it could be emotionally, it could be physically, and have something doing and possibly bring something to the table, right? So before I got married, I had a financial target, right? And funny story, yeah, me and hubby we've been like dating for over 5 years. He has been ready to marry for the last 3 years, I think, but I wasn't ready. I had my own personal goals, basically. As of 3 years ago, I wasn't in a financial space to be married. Well, I don't even see myself in that position whereby I would have to be asking you money for bread. God forbid that, since I reject it. Now, I was still struggling with my YouTube channel. At a point, I was thinking of going into the corporate world. And I remember him telling me, like, hell no, if you're looking for, what's it called, the lifestyle that you want, being an entrepreneur is the way to go. I struggled. I hope he's not coming on. Yeah, but I know he's gonna watch this video. I keep saying this up until now, and I'm 100% serious. He's the reason why I'm still doing YouTube and why I continue doing YouTube. And I'm the reason why I started up YouTube, but I could not continue because it wasn't yielding results. Now, mind you, I had a BSc, I had MSc, distinctions, like straight A's. I'm not dumb, come on. So like I had like different like what's it called, qualifications and certifications as well. I could see no reason why I'm not making money, right? Why am I not making money? And that's where I was with YouTube. YouTube was fun. Creating content 5 years ago in Nigeria was fun, but it wasn't yielding results. Now people are cashing out, and I'm a testimony of it, right? People are cashing out, even though I'm still like crawling, I'm trying to get back to it, but people are cashing out, believe it, right? So then it was a struggle. I wasn't making the kind of money that I wanted. I didn't have enough money saved up for like a wedding, for marriage, you know, after the wedding, then what next? Am I going to be begging for money for clothes or whatever and all that? So I'm like, dude, I'm not going to get married until I'm strong financially. That was so important for me. Now, I did have other factors that I considered before being ready, but finance was a strong one. Okay, even if whatever you're doing is not yielding results, at least have something doing. And the good thing about life is once you have something doing, it only takes time for whatever you're doing to manifest, to grow, to yield results, right? Whether you're selling pepe, like water, like you're selling hair or makeup, starting off might not be as smooth as you had envisioned. So if you have something that is bringing in 1,000 naira per month, it's fine. Just continue persevering. 2 months time, it could bring you 2,000 naira. Another month time, it could bring you 5,000 naira. Before you know it, you're earning 10,000 naira. Before you know it, 100. Before you know it, 1,000,000. Before you know it, we're talking about hundreds of millions. And that's just life. If people that are patient enough, persevere enough, disciplined enough, motivated enough, they're the ones that end up being the most successful. Most times, people just get tired and quit. And most times, you quit when you're about to have your breakthrough. And that's just the sad thing about life. You work hard for years. When you're just you're just so close to your breakthrough, you're like, oh, I'm tired, I quit, you know. And everything just is a waste of time. You wasted your time. And you wasted everybody's time as well. It still boils down to my previous video. I don't know if you guys have watched this video where I talk about marriage and all that. I spoke about like finding yourself, knowing exactly what you want, creating a standard for yourself, knowing your worth. And this speaks to that. This kind of still just know yourself before you start disturbing somebody else. We do not look ashy. Are you Ashley? No, you're not. So something else I feel like is so important is being able to disclose your financial status, your financial situation. I'm literally just all over the place today. I'm using the wrong product for like, it's not working. It's not working out. You should be able to be truthful about your finances. And like I said in the beginning of this video, this is such a vulnerable, sensitive topic. And for you to be able to open up about this kind of things, about this subject matter, there should at least be some sort of trust, respect, and discipline between two parties. So between you and your partner, there should be trust between you guys. Because disclosing your financial status, it could, you know, have a negative or positive effect on your relationship, in the sense that, you know, when you disclose this status, your partner might be like, they can start looking down on you, or they can start looking up to you. You know, people start to talk, oh, after all, I'm making more money than you. After all, you cannot even do this. After all, look at your friends, they are doing this. Look at you, you're doing this. Sometimes when they disclose, you know, their status to you, and maybe if they are making millions or billions, you're like, huh? So you mean you're making billions? And that kind of brings forth greed, right? Your partner becomes greedy. They see that you're making a lot, and then they start wanting more. You should be disciplined enough to know that even if you're making billions of naira, I mean, you can't spend everything right now. What about tomorrow? What about the future? What investments are you making with that? Like, what are your plans? What are the goals? You know, the time we're done with this look, oh my goodness, you people will not recognize me. Let me just do this. I want my face to be snatched. I'm gonna let this dry down a little bit underneath my eyes before I even go ahead to blend it out. For most people, this is what determines your self-worth, right? And it's so easy to determine someone's self-worth based on their finance. And people neglect their educational backgrounds, qualifications, morals, all of that. And they focus more on finance because why? It is so easy for you to comprehend that because it's more quantitative and less qualitative than, you know, other attributes. You know, you can say $2 million and it's easy for you to comprehend immediately, as opposed to saying, oh, master's degree from Harvard. You're trying to understand, okay, how can you use that and, you know, use that to your own advantage. By the time you say $2 million, you're like, oh yeah, can now see that, you know. It's easier to comprehend. It's easier when it comes to valuation. Money is just easier when it comes to valuation in general. Let me just blend this out and move on to the next thing. Understanding someone's financial background is also important, whether you like it or not. Your past has an impact on your present. You can understand someone's financial recklessness, or when someone is being prudent with their money, you can kind of trace it back to their upbringing and how they've made their money. If you've made your money doing fraud, you tend to see that these people are more reckless with their money. If someone is making money, you know, working hard, they tend to be more responsible with how they spend. I am from a corporate background. My parents were in the corporate, you know, space. My dad and my mom as well. So that also reflects on me as a person. I'm used to the way I was brought up, right? Without even knowing, without even being intentional with it, I was kind of taught how to spend money effectively and productively. I was also taught how to save money, right? Now, on the other side, my husband was brought up in a business environment, right? Two different worlds. On his side, he was taught how to make money and also how to invest money, okay? And I'm saying this because this is like my own life experience. Like when I'm quite deep, so I tend to try and understand things, whether it might be simple or not. I tend to like understand things. So yeah, he's brought up in a business environment. I see how he operates, and I'm brought up in like a corporate or spend money wisely, save money. Now I lack knowledge in investing, right, and in making money, and which is what I'm trying to learn right now with like my online business and all of that. Right, I wasn't brought up in this business world. I was brought up in the corporate world. So typically, I was supposed to have gotten like a 9-to-5 job, all of that. But he, right from birth, he knew that he was not going to be in a 9-to-5. Never. It's not. He has never worked for anybody in his life, you know. So he knew that it's not even possible. Yeah. But right from birth, I knew that I wanted to work for a top organization. But now that I've seen my potential and he has seen my potential, he's but like driving ourselves into a more independent world. His background has taught him how to make money and how to also invest that money, right? Now I'm someone who I can save for Africa financially. Like I'm gonna have a lot of money in my account, right? You will not know. I'm not spending 1 naira because I've disciplined myself to only spend my money on things that are important and that would yield me more money. So when you see me buy things like camera, lenses, I'm not stupid. Do you know how much this camera has made me? Yeah. When you see me buying lighting, drone, all of that, a girl is not foolish. I mean, might as well drape myself in designers. Not to say I don't have some, but I might as well spend all my money on designers and be doing Gucci, Fendi, Fendi. No shade though. I mean, no shade, but I'm someone who would rather spend $1,000 on a lens than $1,000 on a shoe. Oh my God. It has to be my wedding for that to happen, or my anniversary, or my birthday, and I have to be like maybe 30 years old for that to happen, right? It needs to be justified for such expenses, you know. Not to say that you don't have the money or I don't have the money, but do I really need that? No. And let's be honest. No. Right? I mean, I'm cool with my Zara and all that. But once in a while, don't get me wrong, your girl likes to look good and expensive, right? Once in a while, I can splurge, right? But I wasn't brought up that way. It's not in my nature. It's just not me. I don't know how to. I cannot. I'm sorry, but I cannot. Oh my goodness. Let me just set this down. It's either I force my husband to go on a date with me, or either ways we're stepping out. I can't waste my time looking so good. That background and that attributes also affect our daily life, right? So in my home, by default, I'm the one that makes all the expenses, all the day-to-day expenses, right? So when it comes to like food, internet, the basic things that are minor, right? The thousands of naira that are not so expensive, right? I take care of that. And this is where balance comes in play, right? I'm trying to bring something to the table and also contribute. Now, I know that you can handle everything. My partner can handle everything, but you know, it wouldn't hurt to also contribute. After all, I'm eating the same food he's eating. I'm using the same internet he's using. I'm living in the same house that he has paid for. I'm lights and everything. So I'm making money. So what am I really doing with my money? So that is it. It could be reversed for you. You could not. This cannot work for you. I mean, I'm not saying you should listen to me and apply everything verbatim, but like, this is what currently works for me. Now, when it comes to the heavy duty stuff, luxury trips, business class tickets, 5-star hotels, house rents, lights, the things are like a millions. He does his part, right? I'm not even going to fight with you. I'm not going to be like I'm a woman. No, you take care of it. I've done my own part. Like the food you're eating, you know, I'm taking care of that, right? So I'm the liquid one in the family financially, but he's the one that does all the investments. And for him, he doesn't want to understand why would $1 million sleep in my account overnight. And if you're watching this, baby, I love you. When I can invest this into this property, into this investment, and then in like 1 month's time, I'm making like 30% return on my investments. That's his logic. That's his life. For me, I'm more or less like, you know what? I've made money, but let me keep the money for the future. Let me keep the money for, you know, expenses, minor expenses. So yeah, and to be honest with you, I love the dynamics because we, at the same time, compensate ourselves, right? We compensate ourselves. Now, I remember when I asked him when we were still dating, because I'm very open, like, oh, am I hiding? This is how much I'm making. Whenever I even get like sponsorships or I make my first money on YouTube, like he's the first person I'm telling. So he was quite vast and he was quite knowledgeable about my own personal financial situation, right? When I get a brand deal, like I'm ready, like screaming to him. He knew how much I was making. He still knows how much I'm making, to be honest. But I'm not that kind of person to hide. Oh, I'm gonna keep this account for myself. Bullshit. When secrecy comes in marriage, that just leads to a lot of problems, right? I'm the day-to-day, you know, spender. And it feels good because it makes me feel like I'm bringing something to the table. I did my brows off camera. This is a shadow of it in there. It's a scam. Hey, what am I gonna do? This is busting my brains. Ooh. So where did I stop? I'm not scared to contribute because I know that most times when the alert hits my account, it hits like boom. So once a month, I do get like a refund. That makes sense. Which, you know, it's nice. At the end of the day, I'm still contributing. And I want to get to a point where I can take care of everything, the day-to-day. I just want to be in that situation whereby we're safe and secure. So if anything happens to me, God forbid, like work-wise, I know that, you know what, he's got me. Same thing, vice versa. I want to be like, yeah, baby, I got you. Chill, relax. You know, I've got this on lockdown. Screw gender roles. Who said the man has to be the one to take care of everything? People would never tell you what they are going through in their home. There are some homes that the woman is the breadwinner. Some homes that the man is the breadwinner and the woman is doing nothing. So whatever works for you, honestly speaking. I feel like a lot of people project their own insecurities and opinions onto you, and then it makes you scared to be true to yourself. If you have a problem with how my system is, that's your problem, not my problem. And you have to really ask yourself, are you truly happy with the arrangement? And then do you? There are also some people who live off their parents. That's another system. As long as you're happy and your partner is happy with that, then screw the world. So, oh, this is giving. Yeah. Typically, I film like around like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. So that way I can get a lot of content out. But now it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. My baby's crying. I can feel it in my soul. But he's good because now he's with his grandmama. At this point, she's helping me now till we get a permanent help. Grandparents, they spoil these children. I know that when he's with grandparents, he's safe. That one I know for sure. Fire burn my enemies that said I cannot do makeup. Oh, look at this. Before I film, most times I don't eat, so I'm usually fagged out. before I even started filming this content, I had eaten, I had drank my tea, I am like pumped, excited. So I want to say maybe I'll start filming around this time because now I feel like I'm alive. Let's put a little bit of shine. Let's put like a shimmer eyeshadow. Hey, fire, fire. I think that's how it goes. Fire, fire, if I tell you, say I love you. No, fire, fire. But you guys know the song I'm talking about, Davido. I feel like I'm getting old. I don't even have it on my laptop, self. Is it me or is it Beyonce? So let me just end this right here and pop on my lashes. And I would be right back. Okay? Yeah. Like I said, I did not come to play. Look at me. So a girl is gonna do a little bit of highlighting because my décolletage sleeves are showing. So I might as well add a little bit of shine to it just so we pop. I mean, this look will not be completed if I'm not able to glow. So now it is remaining my lips. I don't know what to do. Should I go with red or brown or nude? Typically, I would lean towards the nude side. Whew, girl, let me do red. I hope I don't regret this, but let me do red and see what this is. It's been a while since I did color on my lips. The last time I did color on my lips, I swear, it's probably over a year ago. I've just been using glue, gloss and nude. It doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look like me. It doesn't look like Kilichi. I'm such a nude girl. It's not me. It's definitely not me. Man, just look at how this color, this shade is just sitting comfortably on my lips. This is more like me. I feel like this suits me more than the red that I used initially. Okay, my loves. So this is the finished look right here. Yeah, I'm gonna use a little bit of bronzer just around the perimeter of my face. A little bit of brown and warm to the entire look. And yeah, we are literally good to go. This is what we are looking like. Now look at the hair that we just applied a little bit of water. It's already like, it has dried out and it's already like voluminous. I didn't touch the hair, it just dried out on its own and it became like this and I love it. This is giving me like Beyonce vibe. I should have added a little bit more highlights on this hair because the highlights that I'm seeing are on the back of it. Like I added some highlights to it like on the back and it's not so obvious, but I kind of like how subtle it is. But yeah guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like talking about finance because I feel like it's a very important topic. So yeah, what works for me might not work for you. Again, like I said, everything is dependent on your own being, your own person. Just do something. There should be a balance at least. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in my next one. Till then, make sure you stay fabulous. Yeah. And you stay blessed. I can't wait to do another video. Maybe I'll talk about, what should I talk about? Let me know down in the comment section so that I could film that in my next one. But till then, make sure you stay fabulous and you stay blessed. Bye guys.